This is the 1Easylife ceramic knife set. Now, this ceramic set is a 5-piece set with 4 different size knives: a 3-inch fruit knife, a 4-inch paring knife, a 5-inch knife, and a 6-inch what they call a chef's knife. In addition to a peeler as well, along with this stand. The stand itself requires a bit of assembly, and the instructions on the box I wouldn't say are particularly good. It's just an illustration. And the reason I say they're not particularly good is because it doesn't really tell you what order to put the peeler holder parts together, because they are different pieces, and if you put them backwards, it will be wrong, and it'll hold the peeler up kind of high. Even the illustration on, or the picture on Amazon, has the peeler holder assembled incorrectly, where for this, the larger the larger hole piece should be at the top, with the smaller holder part should be at the bottom. It doesn't specify that on the box, so keep that in mind when you're assembling. Luckily, the assembly isn't that difficult. It's just a few screws, but you just have to pay attention to the pieces. Now, once assembled, the stand is fairly sturdy. It has, I'll try to turn this here, rubber feet on the bottom to keep it from sliding around, which is good, and looks nice. Each of the knives are the shiny black ceramic look that kind of look like real stainless steel, and they're very sharp. They cut nicely, as ceramic blades tend to do. And I wouldn't call these a high-end expensive set, but for the price, they're pretty good knives. The peeler is also sharp. It peels very easily and nicely. The handles themselves of the knives have a fairly comfortable grip. I wouldn't call it like a soft silicone, but it's sort of a softer grip, and the knives themselves are lightweight to handle. The peeler, for some reason, seems to have a little bit harder handle. I don't know why. It almost seems like it's a harder silicone substance they use for that handle. It's a little less comfortable, but not a huge deal. Now, since these are ceramic, you can only hand wash these. I know I've seen other reviews saying that you can throw them in the dishwasher, and you really are not supposed to with these kinds of knives. The blades, being ceramic, are more fragile, which is a disadvantage to these versus regular knives. They are subject to chipping and breaking. And again, it's kind of a downside to these types of knives. So, you have to also be careful when you're handling them, storing them, and you can't, cut, bones or frozen stuff with these types of knives, or you'll more likely snap them in half. These also can't be sharpened like standard knives as well. So, I mean, there's disadvantages to these types of knives, but they do look nice and they do cut well. And most importantly, knowing the limitations of these ceramic knives and the peeler set, it's a nice knife set. It cuts well, and for a 5-piece set, this is actually pretty nicely priced, but as a budget level set for $29. I give this 4 stars.